Number 59 from Crocus Plains, and that is Emmanuel Rodriguez made the tackle.
Yeah, his jersey's looking pretty beat up on the front. It looks like one of the numbers starting to peel, and that's a great sign of a defender who's putting a lot of work in this season. 59's been all over the field. Rodriguez has just been making plays on special teams.
Yeah, they're just too cheap to get jerseys.
One of these guys has the side of his pants all ripped down.
Second down, pardon me, folks. And again, it looks like
but when you
a procedure call is going to be called against River East.
Jerseys, you have to buy 100 at a time.
But number 77 is being removed from the
and then
field
I think
of
it's
play
just
here.
random
I think
sizing.
we got objectionable conduct
that's gay.
happening.
Well, yeah, because look at River East, they all got small jerseys.
On the play. With illegal procedure, River East number 99. Objectionable conduct number 77, River East. 20 yards and penalties. Repeat, second down.
Wow.
That's bad.
Big damage on those penalties, and that will push River East way back.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at second, and I say this on
it's about 35.
Yeah, I say this on my scouting reports. I put them together.
Oh shit, they're like right on the fucking line.
But that's a lot of yardage to try and get back here.
Holy shit.
This could be an advantage for those under players that might be able to get out on the field.
Back. So they're expecting River East to try and throw the ball vertical here. And again, that does leave up a lot of space.
So looking for something to the right side of the field, but getting back actually about 10 yards on the play, but that will make it third and still very long.
Yeah, Devin Keller has a nice clean catch there from River East and just runs straight into Ryland Strutt for Crocus Plains, who makes a good solid tackle in the open field there. And just you kind of hope for River East, you're going to throw that short pass against the cover 4 shell that you can get some yardage out of it. But we'll see. Last time River East is in this position, they got so much pressure. Jack Babish got flushed out and tackled. We'll see if he can get the punt off this time.
So from deep in his own end zone, just at about the 6-yard line, punted. Actually, a decent punt as it gets by and fielded at the 51-yard. Actually,
what
down,
the? Oh,
and then
come on!
Tackled on the play by. Trying to get the number here, guys.
I believe that's number 26.
25. $25 from River East. That is Hezekiah.
Yeah, it looked like they marked him down collecting the ball with a knee on the ground. And normally there's some leeway collecting a punt, but not this time.
Still starting from pretty good field position at their own 52-yard line.
Crocus flipping the quads this time. They're running to the other side of the field. So do they take the ISO shot? They do.
So looking for... It did come down with the ball. What a great catch.
That was just a spectacular job of tracking that ball to his outside shoulder there. Aiden Bonamon, a name we've said multiple times tonight already. We've got these two deep threats in Bonamon and Leckie from Crocus Plains. And Rowan's just kind of able to pick and choose which ISO receiver he wants to take that 50-50 shot at. And just put it in a spot where the receiver can go and get it. River's still in good position.
1st and 10 from the 30-yard line after that great pass play. Rowan will try to make something happen, but caught behind the line for about a 5-6 yard line for a sack.
Yeah, Mike Medlaris coming back on the field after his objectionable conduct from number 77 for River East. They're coming out and kind of making his presence felt immediately.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought number 44 also helped out with that one.
Yeah, Lucas Fraze, again, I mentioned him earlier, is a really solid linebacker for River East. I know he had some injuries earlier in the season, so I'm glad to see him healthy and out on that field. A big fan of him seeing some meaningful action here. He's kind of setting the defense right now.
2nd and 15. And Rowan will start from the shotgun, looking downfield, and will put the ball up. And caught on the play, and all the way down to about the 2-yard line, 2-yard line, and they're going to give him the 2-yard line. What a great catch, number 84 from Crocus Plains.
Yeah, Cole Clausen getting himself open on that corner route there. And that's a great recognition of that mismatch. I believe they caught River East in cover 1 there. So that's number 32, the Sam linebacker for the Kodiaks. Bryce Vescio is the one who's in one-on-one coverage on a slot receiver, and if you can get a corner route breaking across that linebacker's face, it's an opportunity for a lot of yards. And Crocus Plains really recognized, and Rowan put the ball in a great spot for Vescio to get underneath it.
First and goal from the 3. That actually does look like the 3-yard line. Hung on to by Rowan, who will try to push forward, but tackled on the play by number 16.
Yeah, Jack Babbage getting in the backfield again there. And this was, I believe, just a quarterback draw, as we see the replay being that corner route to Vescio again. If this was a quarterback draw, I think that Rowan really kind of took off immediately. I think he saw a window he could try and exploit, and just Babbage closing that distance really quickly.
Second and goal. This time Rowan under center.
I just run it in.
Hangs
Give
on
it to the
ball
quarterback
pushes
and
forward, but flag
push
on
him.
the play.
Yeah, a bit of a new formation there. We do have the touchdown
Hopefully it's
signal from the
against,
Lions judge, but he was also the one who threw the flag, so we'll see what the penalty was. Could be the defense was lined up in that neutral zone.
Offside. River East. The penalty is declined. Touchdown.
Yeah, so Crocus came out in that under center split formation. Anytime you're seeing a new formation like that with the quarterback under center in a situation there, you got to be thinking quarterback sneak. And even if the
That,
defense knows it's
number
coming, they still
16
have to
that's
stop it. So
talking to
great
the
job
ref
for
right
Rowan to
now.
keep his feet moving.
He's been
And,
out
get
all
himself
season.
into
This
that
is the
zone.
first
So
game
for their
he's
third
playing.
touchdown of the game,
And they're playing him
Crocus
pretty much
is up
full
22-0 pending the point after. 6:44 left in the third quarter.
We get a good point after try from Jefferson Molina there, putting the ball through the uprights. And, like you said, Brian, we do now have that 21-0 game. And
That was a
River
stupid.
East
Why
is
would they
starting to get a
fucking
little
kick
bit more
that?
behind that 8 ball. So
If they
as
would
get
have,
out on the
yeah,
field
they
here,
could have easily run that in.
just gonna have to try and make something happen. They were able to punt the ball last time, and punting isn't always what you want to have as an offensive coordinator. So I'm sure that Coach Meade is hoping for not a punt, but they also didn't turn the ball over. So sometimes those small steps forward can be the momentum you build off of. So hopefully they can kind of continue to put some positive yards
See,
and
look
keep
at
the
his
turnovers out. And I'm sure
Unless he has
conversely,
something in them.
Coach Ketchen for the Crocus Plains Plainsmen is going to hope to create another turnover.
So kicker Jefferson Molina will get ready for another kickoff for Crocus Plains, and it is sent down in a pretty good kick, actually fielded at about the 23-yard line by number 88 from River East Collegiate. Gets up to about the 33, maybe the 30. Yeah, they're going to give him the 34-yard line. So number 88 is Riley Sheridan.
Yeah, another great team tackle there from Crocus. Coach Kaluzniak of Crocus Plains clearly has his players ready to go today. Those effort plays on special teams, they've just been disruptive the whole time. They haven't given really any yards up on special teams that River East hasn't had to really work for. So great job from Coach Kaluzniak. He's really got the Plainsmen ready for today.
So 1st and 10. And let's see if River East can make something happen here. Gardner pitches out to his right side, looking for some room, and a flag comes down. And we are getting indication of holding against River East.
Yeah, that's been a play that they've really had a lot of success on today, so I get why Coach Meade keeps coming back to it here. That toss out to Hezekiah, getting him out in space, but this time just really blown up by Chris Roger.
Holding. River East, number 66, 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Yeah, really blown up by Chris Roger, number 38, that Sam linebacker that I was talking about earlier. I really love the way this kid flies around. He just fires through that block from River East, gets himself in, and even if that holding penalty didn't happen, they'd be in a spot. Now, I think we're going to see Crocus coming out in that deeper defense again. Crocus is signaling their defense as DBs to each other here. And that's something that I don't necessarily encourage, because if you can see it, you can call it. So they got a two DB set in their cover 4.
So Gardner takes a shot, and again we have a flag on the play.
Now this time it's going to be a free play for River East. Number 9 for Crocus was coming across early on a hammer. It looked like he was just a little too eager to try and get to that backfield, and this is going to give River East 5 yards this time.
We do have offside, good call, against Crocus Plains, so that will give them 5 yards back.
Offside. Crocus number 9. 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
So that make it 1st and 15, a little more tolerable.
Yeah, so I'm not mistaken here. I think Crocus is going to come out of that cover 4 shell, going to be back into their man coverage, if I saw the signal correctly.
Gardner continues from the shotgun, looking at trying to make something happen with 1st and 15.
60 front, both linebackers up right into the River East O-line face.
Gardner will try to look for down a good pass right into the middle of a pack. I cannot tell. Was it intercepted?
I don't believe
it was intercepted. Yes, it was. So turnover on the throw.
Yeah, Caden McEacher getting underneath that. And that's a great job from he's listed as a linebacker there, but he's been looking a lot like a defensive back today, getting underneath that ball. And I liked River East having that poise there. Gardner sat in that pocket even though they had that 60 front. Those linebackers were up in front. They were clearly trying to bring some pressure, and he just sat back and let it rip to the ball he wanted, but just a great close from Crocus there.
So Crocus Plains will take over, round from the shotgun, and he will look to pass a little pitch out to his right side, but pulled out of bounds for a gain of about 3, actually less than that. They're going to say he was out of bounds before that, so about a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, that double jet out of their 5R set kind of put them in that quad spot. And when it seems when Crocus goes to that quads formation with 4 receivers to one side, they really want to come back to that alone ISO receiver. And they get the ball in his hands quickly. That's their playmaker, but that's just a really great tackle coming up from Carter Zabrowski again. Those two have been going back and forth all game. Again, Carter is getting his shots in here.
2nd and 8. Again, this time dropping back to pass and looking downfield and through the hands of it. Intercepted by River East I'm trying to get the number.
Oh, I got rid of the ball already.
Number 32, I got him. Number 32 from River East. He got the ball. That is Bryce Fescio.
He's been having a great game.
He
I've
has.
seen his name a lot. And it's interesting that both of Crocus Plains' turnovers today have been when number 52 has gotten downfield early as one of their offensive linemen. So I kind of noticed him, and both times I kind of thought that's an offensive lineman pretty far downfield. It's been a River East turnover. Or turnover for River East.
So River East will take over from their own 40-yard line. 1st and 10. 3:59 left in the 3rd quarter. And on a sweep to the right-hand side and eventually knocked out of bounds, but a gain of about 6. Closer to 7.
Yeah, there's Santiago hitting that with speed. That was fantastic timing on that jet. That mesh point was really clean. And when you get that clean timing, you can really almost outflank that defense there. And it needed Ryland Strutt to kind of come down and minimize the damage there, keep River East from moving the chains yet. But 2nd and 4 is a great spot for River East to be in right now.
Now if they can get a bit of a flow going.
It just comes out there to shift.
So 2nd and 4. Gardner in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his left, 3 to his right. And he will pitch out and finding some room right up the middle. Number 10, busting a couple of tackles and getting all the way down to about the 37-yard line of Crocus Plains. What a great run by, I think, number 10. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You are correct. Noah Kudu on the option there. Gardner, they haven't shown the option much today. It's something they ran throughout the season somewhat consistently. They just kind of get over to their twin side where the 2 receivers are. The defensive end pressures Gardner immediately. That's his trigger to pitch the ball to Kudu. And when you can get that pitch out quickly with that option defender playing the quarterback, you're going to get positive yards. And that was a great rip for River East to see right there.
So they will take their next set of downs at the 38-yard line of Crocus Plains. 1st and 10. Ball's a bit of pitch high and hung on to by Gardner. I don't know if that maybe broke up something that was supposed to happen, but it was a bit of a high snap, Dan.
Yeah, it looked like they were coming right back to that option play. This time just kind of working to the offensive right this time. And unfortunately, this time that option, that defender that you're trying to option. So an option play, you leave a defender unblocked at the point of attack and you option him. You make that defender wrong. And last time they made the defender wrong, got the pitch out to the tailback. This time the defender was in Gardner's face so quickly he didn't even have a chance to option him there. And again, that snap can be disruptive to that timing.
So loss of about 2 on the play, 2nd and 12. Gardner is back to pass and puts the ball up, way over the head of his intended receiver.
Yeah, it looks like Crocus Plains is starting to feel themselves a little bit here on defense. They're really starting to play the ball and trying to close on as fast as possible. And they've been having a lot of success doing that, but it's going to see with River East offense staying on the field, do they see something that they can try and exploit here?
So 3rd and 12. Gardner will have to make something big happen here.
Crocus staying in a cover 1 set. So again,
And he's
just matching
looking
up.
to his left side and intercepted right into the hands of one of the defenders. You know, I got to tell you, from looking from this perspective, it just didn't look like the River East receiver was tracking the ball, Dan, and because it just without any even defense by him, it went straight into the hands of the Crocus Plains defensive back.
Yeah, the River East receiver had a bit of a dropout route there. So you're looking like you're going vertical, but when you've got a defender over top of you, you kind of drop yourself out. NFL or CFL, we call it that back shoulder throw. He just dropped out a little early. Quarterback threw it a little more vertical, and Crocus Plains defender number 7, Eric Solon, was right in the spot there.
So after the interception, they would take over 1st and 10 from their own 25. Passes was tipped a little bit up in the air. Caught on the play by number 36.
Jefferson Molina is also their kicker, doing a great job swinging out of the backfield there. And again, Crocus Plains does a good job of not only pushing the ball vertical, but finding ways to just get that quick throw out that's basically the equivalent of running the ball. Yeah, they're only going to gain 2 yards on that, but that's just going to spread that defense out and give them one more thing to worry about.
2nd and 8 with under 40 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
River East back in their spread formation again, really trying to get the pass
Rowan
rush.
passes back, and it does look like he's going to look to pass, but tucks the ball in and finds some
Nice.
room
Come
down
on,
the
run,
right-hand side.
run,
Will get
run,
more
run.
than the first down, and eventually pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line.
Great recognition from Rowan there. Like I said, the River East was in that spread formation, which means they've got 2 open A gaps, and that's great for some pass rush and some twists and stunts. But if you get good pass protection, like the Crocus Plains offensive line afforded him there, Rowan had a really big running lane up the middle. He replaced the rush and got himself a first down. So that's great recognition from him to keep his eyes downfield, but still be moving forward and finding those positive yards.
So 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. Likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Rowan goes to his right side. Pitch kept complete, but not much past the line of scrimmage on this one. Maybe a yard or 2.
Yeah, great close again from Lucas Fraze there. You know, they throw that quick little bubble screen again. Just those pass plays, they're basically replacing run plays. Get the ball in your playmaker's hands really quickly, but the linebacker was able to close and make a nice open field tackle on number 11, Lecky there.
So we will flip sides of the field as we go into the last quarter.
Did you see what that other player did to the other guy? When
No,
he was
I
on the
didn't.
ground?
Crocus Plains up
Fucking
21.
shoved him in the chest while he was
River
on the
Collegiate,
ground.
no score.
You didn't see that?
River,
You
Crocus
watch
Plains with the
Crocus,
ball
if they land on
their
a whole
own,
bunch of those guys, they dump those guys
looks
up.
like the
Yeah.
44-yard line.
But these guys
Yeah,
don't
they-
hold
And
them
about
down.
8.
Help themselves up.
Yeah, River East almost needs to get the ball back here. Not necessarily a turnout. Forcing a punt is fine, but they need to be able to get the ball back so that the clock doesn't become the enemy as well.
This
On
is
the
a
shotgun,
fourth,
nice
isn't
clean
it?
snap. And Rowan puts the ball up into the air downfield. complete to the receiver, who will beat a defender and find some room, and eventually brought down at the 25-yard
Oh,
line.
he just
He
tripped.
So
Yeah, Cole Clausen getting lost in the coverage there. He runs a wheel route, so an out and an up. So he heads to the sidelines, and then he breaks up field on the vertical. And great patience from Rowan. He gets behind the defender, and then he's almost catching a punt there in open field, breaks a tackle, and unfortunately trips himself up, seeing the end zone in front of him. But obviously a fantastic play, and a big play for Crocus to kind of continue to move towards the River East end line here.
First and
I
10
wonder
from
why
the
they went from
25-yard line
playing
of River East.
15-minute quarters to 12-minute quarters.
I have
Rowan
no idea.
continues to work from the shotgun. Lots of success there. Throws the ball up for number 34 once again
Nice.
to catch, and he will get about, I'm looking at 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, good on him to turn that into anything positive. You know, that jet sweep with the touch pass. When you run it with a touch pass, your jet sweeper has to keep his eye on the ball to catch it. That doesn't let him get his eyes up to see defenders coming. So when Kenji Suga closed on that jet sweep, he had to turn it up a little earlier, right into the hands of Mike Madrilis there.
So it was only a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9. Rowan this time is looking to pass. He's looking down the left side of the
Come
field.
on.
Puts the ball up.
Oh!
Receiver.
And we're starting to see a lot of
Fuck.
Crocus playing, so the receiver's calling for the flag here, and I think he just needs to get back to the huddle and do his job. So he works he's still calling for it. He has a really nice double move here. He works a post corner, and he carries the post pretty far towards the middle of the field. And so being really patient with the route coming back to the corner. Rowan put the ball in a decent spot and just weren't able to come down with it there.
10 minutes left in the fourth quarter. That will be 3rd and 9, and Crocus Plains will go for it. Rowan in the shotgun, and again, he is looking to pass, this time to his right side, puts the ball up in the air.
Oh! Fuck yeah!
Well,
And we got a flag on the play.
Oh!
It's against River
Aiden
East.
Bonamon has had some of the nicest trackings of the ball I've seen in a really long time.
That was
It
a
does
good
not matter
toss.
where this
That
ball is played.
was.
He's getting his head
Nice.
down. He's controlling it the whole way. He is having a fantastic game. Now, he might be talking a little too much there, so we'll see if it's an objectionable conduct. Yeah, it is what it was. It's objectionable conduct on number 16. So after that catch, he was pretty excited and kind of let River East know, and the officials are going to make sure that isn't happening. If he gets one more, he'll be ejected from this
Yeah,
game.
they can only get 3
And,
whatever, and then they're tossed.
Yeah, flags.
Hopefully, Crocus doesn't have that happen for lots of reasons, but losing that weapon, you don't want to necessarily end your high school career on an objectionable conduct. And I love seeing Coach Kluzniak coming and talking to him and getting that young man kind of coached up properly on what
That was
he
on
needs to do
Crocus?
Yeah.
to be a quality person
Yeah,
and
'cause
football
he
player. So great
must
job, Coach Kluzniak, to kind of make
called
sure
them
he's
out
getting
when
his
he
player
caught
right.
the ball.
So
Or not
27
called them on
nothing
that
pending
hour.
the point after. And with 9:47,
Oh.
it was blocked.
Blocked.
Jack Babbage again.
It don't
just
matter. Look at the
disruptive,
fucking
and
score.
You kind of wonder what could have been for River East this year.
If
this
River
young
East
man
comes
stays
even
healthy
close
the
to
entire
winning,
season. You
I'd-
hate to deal in hypotheticals. And you
I
feel like
don't
it works
think
for
any
young
of
man
those
having
lower
lost so
players
much
are
of his
going to
senior
get on
year
this field.
to injury. But I
Here.
certainly
For
hope
Crocus?
that the effort he's
Why
put
not?
out there
They're
today
up on the
is
game
getting
right now.
him noted a little further than what he was able to do with the Team Manitoba
The chicken.
19 squad this
Chicken
year. I'm hoping that he's going to
Hey,
have
there's
himself
Logan.
a long and fruitful
Oh.
Right
football
there.
career after high school. And today's
There he
another
is. Oh, he
indication
turned his
of
head.
What a quality football player Jack Babbage is for the River East Kodiaks.
So that being said, it is now
Where are you now? Oh.
9:47 with
I know,
the
it's
score
being weird.
27 for Crocus Plains. No score
The
yet
other day
for
he was
River
sitting on
East.
that red thing.
Yeah, on top
And
of it.
so after the
Yeah.
penalty, Crocus Plains will be kicking off from their own 30-yard line.
Watch him miss the ball.
So it looks like
There's something
Crocus Plains
wrong.
were short one player, and we'll get that man in set and in play, and the kickoff happens. Fielded about the 35-yard line, looking for something, going to his left side, but eventually
Good
gang
defense.
tackled at about the 49-yard line.
And there's
haven't
number
had
9 again.
offense
It's been a
out
real
very
tear.
often, I don't
Adam boy, I think I got that a little too French, and I'm not very good at that. Has been just downfield on a lot of these special teams plays. He took that offside earlier in the game. It's great to see him kind of continue to keep that short memory goal and make a play on special teams as well.
So River East will take over from their own 50-yard line, decent position with 9:31 left in the final quarter of the Gustafson Bowl.
Looking like a lot of fresh faces out there for Crocus Plains. Coach Kaluzniak kind of getting some of his players some experience on this turf tonight. So River East taking a timeout. They were missing their slot receiver. So Santiago wasn't out on the field there. Now they've got their 12, and they're going to try and put some
The
positive yards up
Plainsmen
here. And
that are playing right
think
now,
that Coach Kaluzniak
that's
is
the
gonna be
school I
really
went
challenging,
to,
so
so
very likely
guess I
younger
gotta kind of
players
support
to
the
go win some
Plainsmen,
plays out
but
here.
they're kicking
In particular,
ass
it looks
right
like
now.
number 1 is at safety. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Larissa Malion, kind of in a 2-safety set right now, trying to take away those verticals. And I mean, this is pure conjecture, but I'm curious, both out of Brandon, if they're related to the Malion that was playing for the Brandon Vikings last night.
Guaranteed.
So 1st and 10, here we go. Gardner pitches back to number 25 from River East, but unfortunately, trapped
don't be
down
chewing on
that.
us.
Maybe back
Oh,
to the
oh my
original
God.
line of scrimmage.
Hooter.
And what a great play by Daniel Nevin there. He's someone I kind of had marked before the game as a player to watch. And,
Hey,
you know, he fought right through
get
that
out of there,
block
dude.
from the River East slot
No,
back on
you
the
can't
floor.
eat
He
that.
fired through and made that tackle with
Oh.
some pretty great grip strength on that. And the reason I had him flagged is he had both a forced fumble
Not
and
the
an
Cats are
interception
back
against
when they
their
were
in their win against Kelvin a
Hooters
couple
just
weeks ago.
didn't
It
eat
really
the
kind of
fucking
flashed
thing.
on screen for me. So it was nice to see number 2 kind of pop up today with a big time play like that.
He had
Second
another
and 10.
really big shit today, too.
No.
Hey, dude.
Gardner dots out and
Yeah,
with the
you
pass
came here to
Goes
shit
right
on me
side
because I
complete.
said that.
Ah!
To the blocking bucket. Justin Shear Will pushes up and gets about 7 yards on it.
And that was a good job recognizing, you know, Crocus is out in
My
the cover
hair?
for a shell there, all those DBs sitting back. That's a great opportunity to just get a bubble screen into the hands of your receiver.
Well, I definitely
But
called
really good
that.
job getting through that block
You
and
might
making the
wanna
tackle
just
was,
change
and it looks like it might have been again Daniel Nevin making that tackle there.
He shut some fucking.
So 3rd and 3, and it doesn't appear that River East is choosing to
I'll
punt.
go, you gotta stay here. I gotta change my shirt now.
That's by far one of
Go
the
for
biggest
fake there,
shits
they
I've
gotta
ever
jump
seen
it.
him take.
Oh,
No,
and
they're not.
Babbage is taking off.
And
I
finding
think
Smooth, actually.
I'm not 100% that was designed, but sometimes they don't ask how you got the first down.
My
they just ask
bird
if you
just
got it.
shit all over the wife.
All the way
That
down
is one
to
of the biggest
Crocus
shits I've
Plains
ever seen him
inside the
take.
40-yard line.
Fucking not even on her shoulder for 5 seconds. It takes a big
And
deuce.
they're actually getting to the 30-yard line. What a great run by
You
Babbage.
poop in your cage.
Yeah, it'd be good to see River East finish this game strong. Again, 27-0. It's not impossible for a comeback with 7 minutes left, but it is getting closer to insurmountable. So hopefully the offensive line can continue to provide Gardner with some protection here. We talked about number 77 Mandrillis all night. I know that number 99 Jesse Henderson is out there as a grade 9 rookie protecting for the quarterback.
Gardner looks and will pass, look downfield and complete to his receiver. Best pass, pardon me, I'm getting so excited about the
Yeah,
best
that was
pass
bad.
play of the night for River East Collegiate. Complete all the way down to the 15-yard line or 14-yard line.
Yeah, Nigel Rubens just got inside position on his halfback there, and really nice job keeping that ball in his body, not letting any kind of fumbles occur, and putting River East into that red zone for one of, if not the first
I
time
think
today.
you're eating too many of those spinach crackers. Yes.
20. Number 20 from Crocus Plains, that would be Ryland Strutt with the tackle. That will make it now 1st and 10, however, for River East from the Crocus Plains 19-yard line, and will pitch back to number 25, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think that's Hezekiah back out there going again.
Yep, that was. So he will get 5 yards in the play, get down to about, 4 yards, correct me, they were right on the 10-yard line.
Well, I may have tempted the football gods here saying that it was, insurmountable a comeback. So if he can River East put the ball in the end zone right away and still give himself enough time to really try and make some noise late in this game here.
Second at about 6. Snap back, and Gardner looks and actually will hang on to the ball himself, but unfortunately is tackled behind the line of scrimmage, so that will be a sack for a loss of about 1, and it looks like he took the worst of it, Dan.
Yeah, both players, both Gardner and number 59, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Crocus Plains defender we talked about a lot today already, had kind of an awkward collision at the end there. And he was, Brody Teal for Crocus was also in on that pressure.
Now he's kind of hobbled, but from the sidelines they were checking with him, and he's saying, "Nope, I'm staying in here." I think you'd have to probably carry him off the field at this point in time, but you can tell he is clearly hobbled as he sets up for the 3rd and about 7 or 8 yards. Pitches out to Hezekiah, but he does drop the ball.
And unfortunately on 3rd down, fumble, recovered or not, that's going to end that River East drive.
So that's a turnover and downs, and Crocus Plains will take over from the 14-yard line. No, they're actually giving them closer to the actual 15-yard line, so stuffed out what was looking for, like something promising for River East, but they still have time to make something happen. 5:09 left in the 4th quarter of the Gustafson Bowl. Crocus Plains will start just short of the 15-yard line.
So this is a jive backfield here. All the receivers just kind of hanging out. They're going to burst out into their, looks like, empty 5-pack and just trying to flood to the sidelines here.
Rowan puts the ball up complete to number 11. Leckie, who will end up being pushed out of bounds just around the 30-yard line, but there is a flag.
So it's tough to run all of your receivers out if you don't have an end. So it looks like we're going to have procedure here. I don't believe they had an end on the line of scrimmage and an eligible wide receiver.
Crocus, no end, 5-yard penalty. Replay.
So,
First down.
Neat play, really excited to kind of flood all your receivers out. Unfortunately, you can't move
Hey, Logan's
that
on!
many receivers. You still have to have 2 on the line of scrimmage as eligible ends with your 5 offensive linemen in between.
There.
If you don't have an end and you have 12 players on the
That's
field,
good
you're
that
gonna
he's
take
letting
that
some of
procedure
these
penalty.
lower players get out there.
So that makes it 1st and 15, and that will push the ball back to the Crocus Plains.
Where is he
10-yard line.
standing now?
This time we see number 16
It's on
is
the
gonna
far
be
right-hand
leading
side.
end along with number 11. So they're in their
I don't know, I
5-yard
don't
package.
see
They're kind of
him.
back to their bread and butter.
Oh, he's right.
Well, back
Right
we got
there.
Right in the middle.
straight away.
Oh,
Incomplete
40,
pass on the play,
57?
looking
No,
for number 16
71.
from Crocus Plains.
Possibly, again, receivers a little excited. Looks like he left early. So going from no end to leaving early is a rough 2 plays.
I'm sure
That will
one
push
of
them
River
back another
East
5
Oh, there he is, right
So
there.
Crocus
playing,
Plains knows that
wearing a
it's against them
G-string.
as they march themselves back already. However, one thing too that this is doing for River East is burning up the clock on them when they need some time.
Offside. Crocus, that penalty is declined. 2nd down.
So the penalty's actually declined.
Yeah, it looks like River East wants to just kind of try and give them fewer offensive opportunities here. And I appreciate Coach Me going for that 2nd and 15 versus 1st and 20. I'd almost rather have the 2nd and 15. That 5 yards versus that down.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree. So Rowan steps back and looks downfield down the pass and does get the ball away. He's looking deep for his receiver. Oh, this it's got to be pass interference, but I think the receiver actually came down with the ball.
He did, yeah. And this is going to be possibly a contested catch here, which a tie does go to the offense. And I'm not going to try and say anything like, well, it depends on whose feet came down first. A contested catch is when both players have their arms around the ball. And number 84, Cole Clausen, is the one.
Defensive pass interference for River East. That penalty is declined.
Who was in.
Oh, yeah, that was so Crocus.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck
there's
yeah.
that again, Rowan recognizing that mismatch of a Sam linebacker trying to carry a
happy he
corner
got
route
to
from a
play a
slot
little
receiver.
bit.
If you're not getting that safety help over the top, that's a big ask for a Sam
4
linebacker.
minutes or
That's
no
great
minutes.
recognition from Ron Shalek, the Crocus Plains offensive
First
coordinator.
and 10, and Rowan again is going looking downfield. He is hungry.
Yeah, they're continuing to drive the ball downfield here. Looks like Crocus Plains rotated in a lot of players on their defense, but not so many on their offense. And I didn't talk about him very much today, but Ron Shalek, the offense coordinator, I just mentioned him for Crocus Plains. He's clearly had a really good game plan. He's been able to kind of scheme ways for his top receivers to get the ball in their hands and give his quarterback his opportunity to take his shots deep, and it's been effective all day for them.
2nd and 10 from the 50-yard line. Rowan working the shotgun. He is continuing to look to pass, and he looks downfield. Yeah,
Oh, come on, you guys.
pressured by number 16, but I
They're
don't
just killing
even
time
know
now.
if
Yeah,
That's
that's
what
exactly
they're
what they're
watching the ball
doing.
in this case.
These
Yeah,
guys
we have
called
pressure from
too
16,
that
Jack
they're just.
Babbage.
Oh, there's
Pass
Logan.
attempted to 16 is Bonamon, and just not quite on the same page there.
So that will make it 3rd
So
and 10.
happy he told me about this.
Can't believe it's on here.
Neither can I. They do high school volleyball and everything.
Is this on
Crocus still
Jam?
missing a player, getting a little bit.
No,
that
this
can
is
happen
on
sometimes late in the game when it's feeling like you've kind of done your job already.
RSD TV.
And he's too late. The gates were up, so Crocus, I believe, is taking the timeout. Although, yeah, so they're going to try and just get their punt team correct here again. So
It looked to me like the ref indicated that River East actually took the time out.
pointing towards the
As if
Crocus,
they're gonna do anything.
Crocus
Oh,
punt
they're
team, the Crocus
changing.
offense, even though indicated the River East bench, but it's to the Crocus side of the ball. And yeah, that's just not a little known thing, but when the offense breaks the huddle, they're not allowed to bring players on from the
Those
field
weird
anymore. That's
ass
what I mean
guys
about the
have to watch
gates
it on
going
my
up from the
phone,
side
and that
judge.
would not have been fun. Where are you taking
Kick
me
is
down?
up and low. It is a low kick, fielded at about the 30-yard line. Looking to find something, but down a great coverage.
Yeah, Cole Clausen making a play on special teams, and he's been a really great receiving threat for Crocus all day as well. Combining on that team tackle with Ryland Strutt, a corner whose name we've said multiple times today already, and we have a River East player shaken up.
He's standing up, but he's going back down to. He's down on one knee again. So
Girl
we'll sit for a
plays
minute,
for-
folks. As, just a
Oh, yeah,
reminder
there's
of
one
some
girl
of the
on the
things
team.
that are happening later tonight. This is the first
Logan was saying that.
3 games this evening. Our next games are coming
That's
up at
the first
5
time
o'clock
I've
and
seen
8 o'clock,
her
and
out,
we do
too.
invite you to join us and be part of some more Winnipeg High School Football League action.
Yeah, the 5 o'clock game is going to be Grant Park with St. Paul's as the home team, and that's going to be the first of our 2 quadruple A semifinals, where that's going to be our provincial playoffs. The playoffs for the provincial championship continue tonight. Hopefully, going to be some great football.
And then we will finish, of course, with Oak Park
When
and Dakota
Jonathan played on
at 8
IG,
o'clock. And we
Field,
again invite you to
he
come
played
back and
that
join us
team
now.
from
You will have to step away from this feed and go back to LRSD.TV to get the other feeds, but they will be open for you. And caught on the play by number 4. No, it was not caught. Sorry, from my view, I thought he had it, but
Yeah, strong hands from Nigel Rubens, but just not quite strong enough to keep Aiden Bonamon, who's playing defensive back as well, from ripping that ball out. And that was I refer to as a stack vertical that River East has
all
had a lot of
those
success
people
with
that
this
you
year. They
can
have
see
the
there,
receivers almost
they're
on top of
shoveling the
each other.
fucking snow.
And the slot receiver breaks out on that vertical on
I
the
can't
outside
figure out
release
what they
go.
were doing, but
And
yeah.
Gardner picked the ball up and put in the spot for receiver to get underneath it, just wasn't able to finish the catch.
Crocus safety's at 25 yards, pretty deep. The ball put it up again and trying to look for it, and then through the hands of the intended receiver once again, number 4, River East Kodiaks.
Yeah, I think
Nigel
you better
Rubens.
replace him. He can't catch.
Yeah, almost the exact same route concept. I didn't check the rest of the receivers to see if it was the exact same concept across the board, but still that stack vertical. Number 4 working to the outside, and just Gardner trying to put in a spot where he could play that jump ball. And again, just not quite able to connect. Putting that ball to the outside shoulder is where a quarterback wants to have that vertical throw, though. That's either complete or it's incomplete. Very little chance for an interception when you see that ball going to the outside shoulder of that receiver.
River East will be punting 3rd and 10. Now under 3 minutes left in the final quarter of the Gustafson Bowl. Kick is blocked by Crocus Plains, and they will get it, and they fumbled again, but this time picked up just at the 1 yard line.
Oh.
53 from Crocus Plains with the block and recovery. That is Davey Alvin Renga.
He's been disruptive all day. We haven't said his name a lot, but he's been a really solid inside linebacker for Crocus, and they've been bringing that pressure on the block all game, and he finally got home, and he didn't jump unnecessarily. He had his arms out in front of him. He kind of started doing everything you want to see as a special teams coach on that block, and he gets rewarded with it, not only with the blocked punt, but also with the recovery.
And so with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the game, Crocus Plains looks to add to its score of 27 to no score. Hands the ball and looks to the right side.
Nice.
Easily untouched is number 15, Brody Teal.
Yeah, he's listed as a linebacker, so you wonder if that's one of their grade 12s that they want to get a touch. Maybe that's their short yardage package, but good on him to get a score late in this game. And just, a great little effort play to kind of keep moving behind that offensive line that's been putting in the work all day.
This is
That makes the
CFL,
score pending
Canadian
point
Football
after
League.
33 to no score. For
and I
33 for Crocus
do
Plains,
believe
no
you were
score
talking
for,
to me yesterday.
River East, and I tell you,
Sandra's,
this is one
the
pattern
wife's
that's
boys playing right now.
continuing this weekend, Dan, and that is
So the only
local
reason we're
teams
watching
have not
football, I
scored
don't watch
content.
fucking football.
Well, I mean, that pattern has to break tonight, right? Unless we have 2-0-0 ties.
But yeah, Plainsmen
Great
kicking
effort from Lucas Rivera. He
ass.
got a piece, although I should just guess that it was Jack Babbage because they were both in the backfield.
Look at that
The
fucking
convert,
Kodiak
the point after try
0.
was successful,
Okay, where
but it's
is he?
successful through the
Oh,
hands
I
of
think
some
he has
Rivers
his helmet
defenders.
off
And I
now.
talked about this last night in some of the games when they get away, you have a late touchdown. I love seeing the Convert defend team still giving effort, still trying to block, because I really want to see them continuing to play right to that final whistle.
Canadian football is way different than American football. A lot of Americans come up here to play CFL because they like the rules. The rules are completely different. There's no way they're gonna make it even a fucking point. Well, not the Kodiaks.
Okay, so very likely the last kickoff of the game here. Fielded by River East pretty cleanly at his own 30.
Then backtracked.
I feel like he might have 30 special teams tackles on the night. We're seeing number 20, Ryland Strutt, making that play.
Okay. 2:26 left in the Gustafson Bowl, folks, and River East will take over from their own 34-yard line, just short of the 34-yard line. Let's see if they can make something happen with the time left in the game. Finding some room
Oh, the
on
one guy
right
just
side.
trips.
And continue to turn
Oh.
up and get some yards is number 25, Hezekiah from Rudy's Quarter, and basically just turned on the jets and found some room and made something happen here.
A little bit too late.
And yes,
I think that
he
was,
did talk to
number
me
44
because you have a
for
wrench.
Smith
Most of the
tackle.
people that
So
talk to
Nathaniel
me,
Bain is another
I
great
give a
12. So
wrench.
I think that they're just doing
Especially
a
if
great job getting
you're
their grade 12s on the field here,
being
making
nice.
sure that they can finish their high school careers, having some time in the stadium
Getting
turf.
some snaps.
Absolutely.
Gardner back and will look to pass and complete to his receiver, cutting inside and trying to find some room. Getting close to
It'd be
8.
funny if they actually made some points right here at the end.
Yeah, number 1, Marissa Malion with the tackle there. Great
Took
job
them this
coming up
long
on
to
that
get
play.
a point.
I think she closed really well here and just kind of got herself in that nice low tackle, wrapped the legs up, and didn't let go. So great play.
2nd and 1. 9 yards on the play by, I believe it was Tanner Barber. A minute 33 left in the game for River East to get something on the board. And Gardner will look down to his left side and through to the middle. Oh, just behind the intended receiver, number 9 from the River East, and that is James Santiago.
Yeah, we had that little half roll cutting the field in half, but they brought number 9, Santiago, across from the other side of the field into Gardner's field of vision, who put it just a little bit behind him, like you said there, Brian. Just
a
weren't
minute
quite able to complete.
left.
This has been a big part of the story for
shit.
River East
They
today,
added
is just
time on.
being a few inches away
Isn't
from
that
some big plays all day.
bad if you're wearing a
Gotta believe that
hoodie
they
and
will
the
just try
hood's
to get
hanging
that
out
1 yard
behind
so
your
that they can get a
jersey?
first down
Yeah,
here.
you could get tackled a little bit easier, but I think
to
that'd be
make sure they
considered
retain
holding.
possession of the ball.
Oh.
Yeah, River East did take their time out here to just kind of get that play correct. And you're right. Do you try and take your shot while the defense is expecting you to only go for the 1 yard, or do you make sure you move the sticks? And I'm a big fan of just trying to make sure you retain possession. So I think you're in the right there. Yeah, we had Coach Mead talking with Jackson Gardner
Looks of it
back
not
there,
too
just
many
kind
like the girl on
of
the
talking with
team.
him on the play sheet, maybe getting his input and just trying to get exactly where they want to go. Now that is a lot
At least
of
they're giving her
conversation.
time.
So I would expect it not to be a QB sneak here unless they're trying to call
I
two
didn't
plays
think
in at
Logan
once.
would get any time.
But based
at
on the
least he
level of
got a
conversation
few
there, I think we are going to see them
seconds.
try and take their shot. They am guessing.
Back in your cage, chicken butt.
Well, for a 1 yard play, they sure have everything spread out.
There's a weed in there?
Direct, and it will be a run, but finding more than enough room is Hezekiah will continue down the left side of the field and eventually brought down at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that kind of downhill run was their bread and butter all year. Just kind of hitting number 25, Hezekiah, just straight downhill to that open B gap and just really being real aggressive towards that end line.
Number 16 from Crocus, Aiden Bowman.
Yeah, who's been all over the field today. He's playing at safety right now. He's had a couple touchdown receptions. He's got great tracking hands.
So Gardner this time will look to his right side and put the ball up. Does get a completion to his receiver, who is going down, not going down with a bit of a fight, but will get about 7-8 yards on the play.
Yeah, Santiago kind of collecting the pass there and not able to break the tackle to get any more positive yardage, but still moving towards the end zone here. River East having a good quality drive. Hopefully going to put themselves in a spot where they can finish this one out.
Exact 2nd and 1. Just under a minute left to go. Gardner drops back and looks to his left side and receiver. That is number 5, I believe.
Yeah, before the snap, Gardner started bringing Devin Keller, number 5, in closer towards the formation, trying to minus his split up a little bit, likely knowing that was where he wanted to go with the ball pre-snap on that little bit of almost like a, not quite a bubble screen, but almost just a little quick in to number 5 and just maybe 2-3 yards closer inside, and that ball's in his chest and not his knees. So good awareness from Gardner to know where his receiver was and where he wanted to put them in a good spot. But again, just not able to finish the connection.
3rd and 1. Oh, I think that looks like there was a bit of a breakdown in communications, but Gardner hangs onto the ball and makes something happen and actually gets down to about the 5-6 yard line.
He's going to move the chains here too. Yeah, normally when the quarterbacks, Gardner has a bit of a habit of doing some motions with his hands to kind of alert the defense to his receivers. He normally does that before he hands the ball off. And unfortunately, the running back went the way he wasn't expecting, but he did a great job kind of making something out of that broken play and keeping the sticks moving. Now that 1st and goal from the 6 yard line.
20 seconds left. Gardner back and will look to his left side. Oh, through the hands again of his intended receiver. And this time it is number 1, Larissa Malian.
Sorry, Mason Kuzina is the River East receiver number 1 there. And
pardon me, folks.
Aiden Bonamon really flashed in front of number 1 there. He was thinking pick 6 going the other way. Again, he's been aggressive to that ball all day on defense and on offense as that receiver.
Oh, these guys are
and
going
just kind
now.
of that flash in front might be why number 1 wasn't able to haul it in for River East.
Gardner looks to the right side, throws it up in the air. Once again through the hands of his intended receiver.
So looking like this will be the last play of the game. We're going to be 3rd down here. Even if it's incomplete, Crocus will likely be in a position to just kind of kneel it out. But hopefully River East can finish with a touchdown.
Oh, again! 3 times in this fucking ball.
And Crocus is going to stick with what they've been doing all day. They're going to stay in their cover 1 and just try and close as fast as possible on the ball here.
So here we go, folks. Last play of the 2023 Custis Bowl, barring penalty, of course, and pitch out and looking for something to the right, but Hezekiah just runs right into a wall of Crocus Plains defenders. That is, there is no time on the clock, so that will be it. Congratulations to the 2023 Gustafson Bowl winners, the Crocus Plains Plainsmen, as they will blank the River East Kodiaks 34-0. You have to give it to the Plainsmen. They played a fantastic game.
Just clean all around. Like I mentioned this earlier in the start of the second half, that Coach Kaluzniak of the Plainsmen really had his team ready to go there. And you see just kind of a little bit of classiness from the Plainsmen here. They were celebrating on field this great bowl win, this great positive way to celebrate, to end their season. Notice that a River East player was down and all collectively took a knee to kind of respect that moment. Now they're kind of moving themselves away to their bench. So that's the kind of thing I love to see as a coach in this league. It's not about finishing your season with a win. It's about finishing your season the right way, win or loss. And really happy for the Plainsmen to finish their season with a win, getting that meaningful postseason action in this
There's
bowl
Logan
game
right
here.
there at the end,
And
putting his helmet on.
I'm going to pass it back to Brian to announce our player of the game.
And sorry, that information was not shared with me, Dan.
Okay, so the player of the game is the Crocus Plains receiver number 16, Aiden Bone Amon. He had a fantastic game. I was kind of recognizing him when he's playing that safety position as well. And one thing I mentioned during the broadcast that I'll highlight again here for number 16 was just how well he was tracking that ball all day. And the Crocus Plains offense was really firing on all cylinders. Coach Shalek for the Plainsmen really had a great game plan, kind of stuck to it, and did a great job creating those downfield opportunities for quarterback Rowan to take advantage.
He's right at
put
the
the
end.
ball up, and his receivers were getting underneath it all day.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, the cameras will stay on for the presentation of the awards. I want to thank you for joining myself, Brian Cameron, and Dan Washnick for the 2000 LRSD TV presentation of the Winnipeg High School Football League 2023 Gustafson Bowl between the Crocus Plains Plainsmen and the River East Kodiaks. Was regardless of the score, I enjoyed the game. And by that I mean it's disappointing that River East wasn't able to score, but however, still was a great football game. So on that note, folks, thank you for joining us. Encourage you to come back at 5 o'clock to watch some more great football, and then again at 8 o'clock tonight as we go through the Anavet Bowl semifinals, getting ready for next week's championship games. Thank you, folks. Have a great evening, and we will hopefully see you soon.
Deadly medley. Crocus. It kind of looks like an arrow.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Oh, number 1?
Oh.
He got the game ball?
Yep.
Quadruple 4?
Yeah, finalists, not winners. Ah ha ha ha. Nyah, 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 nyah.
Holy fuck. That's a lot of captains.
Oh, there's Logan right at the end there. 71. (16 and 16) talking to each other. There's Logan right there.
That was pretty awesome.
Well, that's it for football. It's probably the first game I've watched in, I don't know, like fucking 20 years. But Crocus, yeah, they won 34-0. End of the tournament. So good for Crocus. They did pretty good. Like supporting. Well, that's where I went to school. It was Crocus Plains. Awesome school. But yeah, good for you, Crocus. You guys did fucking awesome. And Logan, yeah, that's pretty cool. You got some time on the field. Awesome. Okay, take it easy, you guys.